Hey y'all, I just wanted to come on here just for a few minutes. It was my intentions to do my makeup this morning, and there were a couple of things that I was going to do maybe a little bit different this morning, but it's Monday and things got in the way, so I didn't get to it. But it is a beautiful day here. It was 27 degrees when I got up this morning to take my son to work, and it was 32 when I got back home. That was an hour trip, 30 minutes there, 30 minutes back. And I know some of y'all saw the video this morning when I said I was coming back and just about to take my exit to come to my house. And I look up in the air and there's that big old black thing coming down, and it looked like a bird for a split second. Then I realized, oh no, that's not a bird. That's a tire tread. And you hear the long call on the other side going, and I'm like, thank you, Lord. You just delivered me again. Thank you for the people behind me. They saw it come down and were able to swerve away from it. So that was the start of the morning. The devil is always after us, so pray that he won't get us. So I get back home, and I gotta tell y'all this too, because this is really amazing. Somebody explain it for me. I told y'all before, I have a very dear friend in England, and we've been very close for the past 8 years. Can't go into how we became friends or anything right now, but anyway, so we started talking, FaceTiming on the phone like 8 years ago, and I'm like, she tried to figure out a way to call, and I tried to figure out a way to call without it costing us a fortune. So I went to Verizon and asked about a long distance calling plan or whatever, and they told me about overseas calling. So I thought back then I got on a plan that I could call overseas from the United States to England, so Mary and I could talk. And they said it was a deal, flat fee, $30 a month to my existing plan, and it would be unlimited data, unlimited text, talk, all that stuff. So okay, so thought I was paying $30 along with paying off my phone. Okay, y'all, I'm detailed. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get there. Maybe I should just get to it. Okay, so today I noticed I was checking my banking account, my online banking account, and I'm like looking, and I'm like, why is this month $121 and last month was $60? Something's not right, because it was supposed to be $60, not $121. So I call Verizon, and y'all know here in the States what happens when you call Verizon. I could barely understand the people, but I made it through. It took like 30 minutes on the phone with that person. And come to find out, he didn't tell me anything. I mean, it was really no help. I was telling him, why is my bill this much opposed to last month? And yada, yada. So I told my husband, I said, you know what? Let's go to the store. So we go down to the store, and I tell this guy that works there, and I said, look, I have had the overseas calling plan for almost 8 years. I said, back when my friend and I first started talking, we talked almost every day, anywhere from 15 minutes to sometimes an hour every day. And he's trying to tell me, he says, I have worked with Verizon for years. We've never offered any kind of a plan like that. And I'm saying, well, I had that plan because my bill was always so much a month. And he says, well, I can't go in and look here. We will have to call customer service and see what they're showing on their records, because they can go all the way back where I can't. So we get customer service on the phone, and she's telling me there's no plan there. So here's the question. If I didn't have the plan to call my friend in England all these past year, up until now, these years, how was I calling without getting charged? Anybody got an idea? Can you explain that? So here's the catch. My bill this month was $121, and the first guy I talked to this morning on the phone told me, he said, that is from calling a long distance overseas call. And he says every minute is $2. And just do the math, and that would make it run up to 120. I'm like, no. I've got the plan that I can talk as long as I want to without getting those charges. He says, no, ma'am, we don't have that kind of plan. So I'm back to the person in the physical store talking to him and telling him this, and he says, there's nothing I can tell you that can give an explanation as to what happened. He says, all I can tell you is, do you realize how much money you have saved in the past 8 years? He says, I'm talking tens of thousands, because you have not been charged in these 8 years for making those long distance calls to England. He said, are you sure you were calling England? I'm like, are you kidding me? You really asking me that? So I pulled up the number and I showed him the number that I call. He says, well, I can look at that number and tell that's an overseas number. And I'm like, yeah. He said, I'm bumfuzzled. He says, I have no idea. He says, I've never seen anything like this since I've been working here, and I've been working here for years. Y'all, the only thing I can come to a conclusion to this with, do anybody else believe that we deal with angels? I mean, real angels? And 8 years ago, I couldn't afford to talk to my friend the way I talked to her. I couldn't. I'm thinking it was an angel that set this up and made it that I could call my friend in England for all these years without pay. Can anybody else explain how it could have happened? You know, I had 3 people today telling me it's impossible. There's no way you could be calling over there and not be charged. They went back and looked. The customer representative went back and looked and says, we don't show that you had this plan. But I did. Somehow I did. But I give credit to God, because who else? I mean, I'm speechless. I've been talking here for about 8 minutes now. I'm speechless about all this, and I'll be talking about this for a long time. Because there's no other explanation under the sun as far as I'm concerned. How was I never charged making all those calls? And it was like the man that I talked to at the Verizon store today. He says, do you understand how many thousands and thousands of dollars you were saved from calling your friend and not getting charged? He said, don't worry, they'll never come to you and want that, because there's no record. Okay, so thank God, thank you, Lord. If that was an angel I dealt with so many years ago, and that angel made it happen that I could talk to my very dear friend in England all this time. And I guess y'all are probably wondering, well, what am I going to do now? Well, what am I going to do now? I still really can't afford paying $2 a minute, knowing we will talk. Even if it's only once a month, and I would want to talk more than once a month. So he told me about this app called the WhatsApp or WhatsApp app or something like that you can basically talk free. So I'll try that. And I also know that I have Facebook and I have Messenger. And there's a crazy thing. We even did this on Messenger first before I even went to Verizon to look for a plan. Marion and I did. And I hear somebody come in my door. It must be the kids, so I'm going to make this short. So I can talk to her on Messenger and not be charged. So I've got two options to continue to talk to her without paying anything. But that's all I wanted to say right there. And if I have time, if I can say this really fast, I wrote down, unless y'all comment, I don't know whether you're a subscriber or not, and I don't know how to go on my channel and see each individual subscriber. And the only way I know if you are a subscriber is that one-time notification that says so-and-so is a new subscriber. And if I just happen to miss that, and I'm trying to keep tabs on it, I went down today a little bit ago and I wrote down the names of all you gals. And I'm going to see if I can read them real fast. Hey, who doesn't like hearing their name read? Yep. I'm going to start off with this one, and this is the hardest one on my list because I do not know how. Soraya, Saul, Baran. I'm not sure. That's as close as I can get, but that's the name right there. She's a subscriber, so thanks for subscribing, Soraya. Kat Stevenson, Amy Lay, and I've probably already read Jill's names, but I'm going to read them again. Amy Lay, Samantha Williams, Lindy Fang, Margaret Ball, Rob Parr, Deborah Carter, Baby Boy. Baby Boy is a cat. She told me that. Hey, I'm a poet and didn't know it. Connie Heater, K.A., Kathy Starnes, Julie Davenport, Monique with the butterfly, Asia, and I know she's in Alaska, Renee Campbell, Evie Peterson, I can't pronounce that, Aylin Smudja, I don't know, but I'm just going to call it Aylins, Annie Charbonnier, sorry if I'm mispronouncing these, Sandra Ulibarri, I hope that's close, Lynn Wagner, Christina Fredrickson, Kathy, okay, now this was a girl from the Ukraine, and it typed out those Ukrainian letters, and I'm just guessing it's Kathy. Lovelocked, Abigail Carter, that says she was a new one not too long ago. Thank you, Abigail. Thank you all. Batty One Shoe. These names, I'm sorry if I'm laughing. That's not. They're funny. Some of them are funny, y'all. Sarah from Morocco. 1979 ACR NASCAR. Inside joke. Sherry Walton, Janie Stanley, Deborah Kowakowski. Well, she's from Michigan, and I'm sorry, Debbie, I can't. I did my best. Kowalski. Kuwait. Skip it. Something ski. Okay. And it's all good. I'm not making fun of you, Debbie. Evelyn Rogers from Oklahoma. Dee Flowers 7. Oops. Wrong side. Oops. I got that one. Karen Colucci. And I know how to pronounce that because you're from Ontario, and one of my best friends, Frank Tucci, is from Canada too. And so because you got that UCC, I know that's Tucci. So yeah, Karen Colucci, because it sounds like Frank Tucci. Adele Gambia, Adelaide Gambia. She's a new subscriber too, and I pronounced your name wrong. I'm sorry. Daphne, and I'm thinking you are Italian. Cinecropi, Daphne. I pronounced that wrong too. I'm trying, y'all, and I'm trying to hurry. Donna Reed, Erica A, Marie Kelly. She's from Ireland. Y'all, I got a couple of people on here from Ireland. Lotta from Sweden. Savani Vanidiuban, and I messed that one up good too. But it looks like Suvani, I don't know. I'm trying. Hector C, that's a new subscriber. Not sure about that one, but hello, Hector. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Helen Ayer, she's a new subscriber. Susie Harris from North Carolina. I made that. I pronounced that one really well. Alice, my sister-in-law. Hey, Alice. She's the one that gives me smack about brushing my makeup thing on my towel. And I'm still going to do it, and you're not going to make me stop. Paula Nugaria. Maria Kylie. Now I have a Marie Kelly, and this is Marie Kylie, and both are from Ireland. So these must be popular names. They're Kelly and Kylie, and both Maries, and both from Ireland. Okay, there's Sci-Hi. Elizabeth Driver T with Trishy. Erica Wolf, Catnip from Arkansas. Cheryl McCarthy, Bahama Gal, new subscriber or was. Maria Avinen. I did try to pronounce these names before I started doing this, and she's from Sweden. So if they're foreign names, don't give me smack about mispronouncing the names. It's okay if y'all want to give me smack about the ladies here in the States. Ghislaine Vincent, Lisa Heckensen. I'm thinking she's Sweden, because I chopped that name up, and I don't. Now this one is from Ireland, and her name is Wee Hilly Winky. Wee Hilly Winky. Now, like, that's funny. It kind of reminds me of Willy Wonka. Maybe that's where she got it from. Karen Greenstead, Kelly West, Norma Montrose, and Brenda Graham. And she is from Ireland too. There's a lot of y'all from Ireland on here. And I'm glad. I would love to visit Ireland one day. And I got a friend that goes over there a lot. I wish she would take me with her. But that's it for y'all right now. This was, as long as I can write these names down, and I'll keep reading y'all's names, and maybe one of these days I will be able to pronounce everyone correctly. But maybe I can get back to the makeup video tomorrow. And it's supper time. And the kids are just getting home from work. And I guess I'm going to get started. And remember, y'all. What? Okay. I'm trying to wipe it off. Enough of this nonsense. Lord willing, I will do my video tomorrow. And this is what I did to my hair today. Okay, it's probably a mess now, but I tried. Do y'all know, if I had been born in another era, I would hope it would have been in the 30s and 40s, because I love the way they wore their hair. You know, when they pushed it all up like that, but I can't get it to stay. And I think that's so pretty. But anyway, all right, y'all. See y'all later.